Walt Disney used to ride along with kings, presidents, and royalty and all that kind of stuff. And I think, and back in 2010, I think, we actually got a reservation to be in here, but that never happened. And so now that Star Wars Land is happening, now I can actually have a chance to see this thing.
Are you taking on some new passengers?
We might be.
It's gonna take a minute.
This side for me, they're gonna exit out that way, okay?
This is amazing. I'm touching history. Oh, it feels so cool. I'm never washing this hand again.
Well,
I'll have to.
there you go.
Perfect. Mine now. Just gonna leave this in here until you come inside. He's all traumatized.
I don't know what that was. Happening that there's history being made. Ladies first.
Thank you. I haven't eaten much today, but thank you for letting me. Oh, you're talking about her. Okay, never mind.
What?
Okay.
This is amazing.
We're gonna sit here. We can sit here if you want. I'm trying to see because we're gonna probably go way down.
This is where a president's butt used to be.
It's cool.
This is so amazing. So stinking amazing. Look at all the coolness in here. Who knew that I would be doing this today? I like the stained glass. It's real Victorian.
Right?
And Walt's wife designed this thing.
Beautiful.
She was amazing if she did something like this.
She was.
Alright guys, well welcome. How many of you guys have been in the Lilly Belle before? Never, not once?
Andy, put your
How
hand
many of
down.
you have heard about the Lilly Belle? Okay, so you've at least heard about the Lilly Belle, right? How many of you know this is a timeshare presentation?
What?
Going for Hawaii.
Awesome.
He's nervous now. Okay,
No,
never mind.
no, we already have Bay Lake Towers, so we're good.
Perfect. Okay, well listen, so here's actually the real deal. Welcome aboard the Lilly Belle. This car is as old as the park, basically. It's been refurbished, rebuilt, remodeled over the years, but the key overall design of the car has remained the same. This car originally used to go around from Main Street to Main Street. It was known as the Retlaw 1 set, train set, which is the Main Street cars. These were designed in the Burbank Studios per night, pro plane, bare bones. Had the benches along the sides, and this particular car, at least, this used to be the observation car. So this is like the caboose on the end of the Main Street train set. Observation car, because observation cars have observation decks off the back side of it, with the drum on the back side that would tell you what train it was, basically. So this is the observation car. It has wider windows than its sister cars. This car actually has bigger windows because it's an observation car. So you wanted everybody to be able to see a little bit better out. So these benches were designed specific for this car. The floor used to be all wood, and the interior was all just wood. There was no fanciness to this car. There was no curtains that covered the windows. So as you might imagine, going around the park in 1955 on a summer day in this car or any of the cars like it were terrible because the heat would just hit. Excuse me. But if you want to look at how budgeted Walt was, notice these windows. We are now a big corporate company, and we could probably afford now to actually acquire actual better windows than this. However, though, we stick with these windows due to history and heritage reasons. These are actually taken from salvage yards and or from school buses.
School bus windows?
Yeah.
But, so a couple of fun facts about the train cars, obviously, is the other train cars had, like this one, had school bus seats in here. This is the only one that was unique. Eventually, we ended up putting these train cars away. We ended up decommissioning them in 1974. Walt passed away in 1966. So a lot of people have these rumors that Walt Disney actually sat in this train car as a Lilly Belle. Unfortunately, those are not true. He never actually got the opportunity to experience this car as a presidential bicentennial car. He actually only experienced it probably as an observation car. Typically, though, he wasn't usually in the train cars. He typically was driving the engines at times. Guests have been said that they looked ahead at the engine and noticed Walt Disney driving the engine, and then being pulled by Walt, which has been pretty cool. But when the cars were decommissioned, all the other cars kind of sat back in the roundhouse up until about the late 90s, actually. just ruin rotting away. This particular car, though, Lilly Disney, the team wanted to do something special with. Excuse me. What is it special with it? So they ended up designing this as a presidential bicentennial car. And on July 4th, 1976, when the bicentennial rolled out, this car was originally debuted as a bicentennial car. In October of 1975, though, we had our very first VIP guest to sit in this car, and that was actually Emperor Hirohito of Japan. He came for 45 minutes to stay into the park real quick, just take a trip. All in celebration of prep work for the bicentennial celebration coming up. This car has pretty much been designed by Lilly Disney. She had a hand in it, as well as Emil Curry, who was a set designer for Mary Poppins, and also did a lot of the work on Walt and Lilly's apartment above the fire station. So if you look around, you're going to notice a lot of rich, same burgundy tone colors you see in the apartment, as well as some of the fine art and the little glasses and things around the car. Well, your feet will actually notice that this, we've been told, is the last piece of carpeting from Walt's apartment. So these items, that would, pretty much have been here. It's been here since the 2005 time period, since the 50th anniversary.
That's what's in the apartment, right?
With the fireplace, so it's not where the heat would radiate.
Pollen.
Now
It's the pollen's revenge.
Sorry.
it's Omar.
Hello.
I know Omar back there.
Hi, Omar.
It's his last name.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Surprises, right?
He looks very surprised, yeah.
We had a cake and everything.
This thing is so fancy. Look, they even have chairs.
So basically, it's a book that Michael Broggie, one of Roger Broggie's sons, who was a big railroad fanatic with Walt. They wrote stories about what Walt had done over the years with his railroads. So that's the book that they had put together. It goes through our train history, goes through the Lilly Belle that was the smaller train set in his backyard home.
I knew about that.
No way.
See, look, fancy flowers.
I think I am. I think
Going
it's good
back
now.
into little tickle in us. It's the
Right.
pollen. It's the pollen off the tree.
It probably is.
This is so cool. Hey, how do you feel to be on this presidential turn car?
This is awesome. Is it awesome?
Yeah.
Of course it is. You're sitting where a president's butt was.
Yeah.
Or a president where they sat. Oh, I'm touching something my hero did. I have got to get this on the internet. Hey, there he is. He's rocking that mustache right now. I don't know if I can go through all of it. All was shorter? What on earth is this thing? I don't want to break it. Sort of glasses or something. I don't know what that is. Hey, I know that hand car. I've seen that. And Walt seems very happy on this. Excuse me, what is this thing right here?
It's just a pen inker. It's like where they put pens and old time stuff.
Okay, because I've tried writing with a book and quill. It is so hard to write with a feather.
Yes, it is.
So which one is the oldest train here?
Oldest train, the oldest engine is engine 3, built in 1884.
Number 3 end up being the oldest. Is it by number of how they were acquired?
No, actually, it's because the.
Oh, that's an awesome picture. Fun fact: this is actually from when he was in Missouri, when he was visiting his hometown in 1956. And just so you know, this is a reproduction of Walt's Lilly Belle, which was in his backyard in 1953. And this is probably what Disneyland looked like back in 19 something. I forgot. So awesome right there. Getting into the section where Walt built his Carolwood Pacific Railroad in his backyard. And his wife, this picture right here, this is actually a tunnel that he built under the ground because his wife said, Walter Elias Disney, you better not hurt my rose or flower beds like that. And so he dug a tunnel under. He actually dug a tunnel under his wife's flower bed for his model railroad. I don't think my mom would allow me to do that. And it's a long story short. Hey, don't want it to fall. It's a long story short, that's Walt Disney's Railroad Story, and this is the Lilly Belle, which is very fancy indeed. It's so fancy, I don't think I'm cool enough to be in here. but I had a chance to be in here.
Have fun, guys. Christian, do you want a picture?
They want to get pictures, so either.
Okay, Andrew, thank you so much for letting us do this.
You're welcome. You have a good time, okay?
Thank you. Goodbye, Lilly Belle. It was nice seeing you for the first and probably last time.